Where there's smoke, there's usually fire. A Jesse Pulijujarvi trade appears to be imminent. All that and more coming up on Lubed. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Lubed for February the 6th, 2023, as the Edmonton Oilers get set to take on the Detroit Red Wings on a 4-game road trip that begins the final stretch leading towards the playoffs. The Edmonton Oilers definitely have strength of hand when it comes to the schedule that they will be dealing with going into the next couple of months. However, that being said, we know that the Edmonton Oilers sometimes take those teams a little lightly and unfortunately lose to those teams because those teams also up their ante to try to beat McDavid and Draisaitl. A lot has happened in the last week. A lot has happened. Not so much for the Edmonton Oilers, but for the Vancouver Canucks, as they dealt Bo Horvat on January 30th to the Islanders, a huge blockbuster trade, which now opens the floodgates for the rest of the few days leading up to March the 3rd, which is the trade deadline day. And right now, you know me, guys, I am not one to report on rumors because 99% of the rumors that come out are usually nothing. We've been talking about Patrick Kane all year. We've been talking about Jesse Pulijujarvi for a year and a half now of him getting dealt. But there might actually be some meat on the bone on a Jesse Pulijujarvi trade coming up here, as there are several NHL insiders, including Frank Saravelli, Darren Dreger, Elliot Freeman, reporting that a deal may actually be done. However, they are waiting on the LTIR results of Kailer Yamomoto. And this is huge. And like I say, I don't like to report on rumors unless I feel there is some substance behind it. And this one, I think there is. Some of the names that are coming out as potential returns are Phil Kessel, Anthony Duclair, Shane Gosteber, Noel Acciari, Nick Butstead. But the one piece I would really want to see is Jakob Chychrun. I think he would be an absolute stud on the blue line for us. And possibly the one piece that we need to take us over the top and win us a Stanley Cup this year. There's got to be a time that Holland's going to have to pull the trigger, and he's going to have to give up some futures to get us the now. And I think this could very well be the year. McDavid's in his prime. Draisaitl's in his prime. Let's go for it, man. Let's win a Stanley Cup this year. That's my way of thinking. If you have to give up a couple firsts for the next 2 years, maybe it's time to do so. I know it seems like a lot, but Arizona is not going to go cheaply to give up Chychrun. So I just hope that we make some good moves at the deadline. I think there's going to be more moves than just that as well. I think there's going to be another forward coming back at some point in time. We're probably going to have to get rid of Warren Foegele's contract as well, but we'll see. I'm not going to start getting into rumors on Warren Foegele. I am saying that there is a very strong possibility that Jesse Pulijujarvi will be moved by the end of the week. Going forward into tomorrow night's game against the Red Wings, like I said, the Oilers have strength of schedule. So they got the Red Wings tomorrow night. They got the Flyers on Thursday. The Senators are coming up. The Canadiens, the Red Wings again. Then they got a couple tough ones against the Rangers and Avs. And then they play the Flyers, the Pens, the Blue Jackets. So, I mean, overall, and then the Bruins, but overall, they do have the strength of schedule going into this last little stretch run, and they are only 3 points back of Seattle for first place in the Pacific. So I do believe the Pacific Division title is a very doable grab for the Edmonton Oilers this year, and having home ice advantage. As far as some of the trends go for the Edmonton Oilers, now they got a lot of hot trends going into this game. They are 4-0 in their last 4 after scoring 5 or more goals in the previous game. They are 5-0 in their versus the Atlantic in the last 5 games. The Oilers are 4-0 in their last 4 road games. The Oilers are 7-1 in their last 8 overall. The Oilers are 5-1 in their last 6 games following a win. The Oilers are playing, or were playing, excellent hockey prior to the break. I'm hoping that this break didn't slow them down or get them rusty, and then that they're going to be fighting to find their game again, because that could be devastating as well. Money Puck has them listed at, where is it? 63% to win tomorrow's game against the Detroit Red Wings. And they are also a 95.5% favorite to make the playoffs and an 11.5% chance to win the Stanley Cup this year. That would be awesome. Some of this notable comparable stats that stood out for me, as Detroit is 20th in the league on the penalty kill, which is kind of high up there considering they're going to be going against the Edmonton Oilers, who have the number 1 power play. But the one good thing that they have about that is they are also 3rd in the league for penalty minutes, as they only get about 7.3, or they're averaging 7.3 minutes per game. They have Stuart Skinner listed as the goaltender with a 13-10-3 record, a 292 goals against average, and a 914 save percentage. Still hasn't hit his first shutout of the season against Ville Husso. Now, this is the goalie that I was hoping the Edmonton Oilers would nab last season. However, it never came to fruition because Mr. Steve Yzerman nabbed him up as soon as he was available, and good for him. He has a knack of picking up good goalies. We saw what he did in Tampa Bay, so you know he knows his goaltenders. Ville Husso has a record of 17-11-5 with a 3 goals against average and a 901 save percentage. He's got 3 shutouts on the season, so he's having a pretty good year. Detroit's actually overall not that bad of a team. And they are playing in, I think, the second newest building. I think the Islanders have the newest building, Detroit has the second, and Edmonton has the 3rd newest building. Regardless, all of those 3 cities have very beautiful buildings. As far as the standings go, it's tight. It's jammed up in the Pacific Division. You have, I'm going to just quickly run through this real quickly. Seattle, 63 points. Los Angeles, 63. Vegas Golden Knights, 62. Edmonton, 60. Calgary, 58. Colorado, 57. Right now, the Oilers have a record of 28, 18-4 for 60 points. Ahead of Calgary by 2 points. But you can just see how jammed up it is. So having the strength of schedule, the Oilers better utilize this for what it is worth. Anyway, guys, it's been a week, so I kind of messed around with my live graphics that I'll be distributing tomorrow night after the game. I still have to work a few things out, but I hope you guys will join me and have questions ready for me, and I'll try to answer them live tomorrow night. Again, it's about a half hour after the game that I run the live post-game feed. I've had some hiccups with audio and all that, so I'm still trying to get the feel of it. But I hope to see you guys. Those of you witnessing this channel for the very first time and like what I bring, feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And for the rest of you, as always, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. I will see you tomorrow post-game. You have yourselves a great night.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets